Hmm. What's up? From the last video when I was doing it, I realized that I probably shouldn't uh, backtest like just random amounts and try to show that I'm like good at it. Um, I think that it's more important that I like study my own data and try to just gain more data on what is a good trade and what is not a probable one. And I started it with this. I just deleted all of my like sessions. I have this session where I had the real trades uh, but here's the I already did a little bit of trading, like here backtesting, um with uh from it was from January 1st. Can show you my trades that I took there. Let's see this first one. Well, from here I can't see really that much, but I mean, yeah, why the fuck not? Um, I wonder if I can do this, and make another session. Thank you. Yes. From January 1 to auto update. Yeah. Yeah, I can do this actually. Okay, so I'm going to do it like this. First trade was on 7th of January. Day is this. Yeah. What the fuck? Monday. Yeah, it was Tuesday. Okay, let's see what I had in mind. Maybe it was this 4 hour gap. Yeah, I took a trade this day. Backtesting. If I look at the charts, here is a gap that was disrespected. Or I'm not sure. But yeah, here's another like, and these all are actually good draws, like these. And I think the photo was actually from no, what the fuck was it? Was it this? 478.25, 478. Oh yeah, it was this draw. What the fuck? Well, it doesn't matter what draw it was specifically. Then I'm going to play this. Here, no entry still. This is not even. Okay, now, yeah, this happened. There's no entries this low. It just flush passed through them. It was news. So yeah, then it's looking like it went into this gap, right? Was it here from here? Or wait, I'm going to look at it. What the fuck? Yeah, or wait, let's see. No, yeah, no, not yet from that. It was the second candle, yeah. It was because I wasn't that confident in this entry, so I mean it wouldn't be a bad entry, but I took it from here. I think I put my stop loss like somewhere over. Yeah, I put it like that it was a one-to-one. I think this stop loss here is okay because I mean here's this gap, but I don't think it would weak over like this stop loss. So I took this trade, entered and break even on the internal boom. I was break even, and it hit. Boom. It was a solid trade. Then I took a trade on the very next day. It was a loss. Let's see what was here. Everything else good, but there was an untapped 5-minute gap up on the retrace, and it also inverts on 1-minute gaps. So okay, let's see. Let's see what it was. I can't see anything from there. Entry price. Can I copy this? Yeah. It was a short too, I think. Oh yeah, I think it was here or to here. These are both solid. Yeah, it was this. I entered here. Now, when I look at this, otherwise, yeah, I mean, let's see, wait. Here's this internal high time frame, internal low, and there's this other draw. But I was thinking if price would have gone through this low, it definitely would also just flush past to this other low. It wouldn't make sense just to take that. And I entered here. But then there also was a wait, there also was a 5-minute gap that I wait. Yeah, it just made like a 5-minute gap, but I don't think it's that much to worry about. But we also inversed this 1-minute gap right here. I mean, like, I'm really not sure at this point that was this a probable trade or not, just because of those little things. They definitely add up, but like, you see this price action, like this entry, it's just so clean that I think that I will take this any day. Like any day, I will take this trade. And also, I could like see from here when I enter the next 1-minute candle was very like slow. So that kind of tells me that it probably what isn't that probable that price just doesn't want to go there and maybe it wants to retrace before uh, going there. And so this is one thing also, if it doesn't go right away, like the next candle in this good like price action entry, like in that volatility, if it does something like this after, it's a very bad sign, and I probably should go break even as soon as I can. That's also one thing that I could have like managed, and it just went to the stop loss, went into this gap. Let's see, I don't even remember if my draw was even correct. Oh no, yeah, it just went back to this choppiness after that. But I definitely think that it was probable that it would go like to this draw. It makes sense and all that, but there was two things that I maybe could have taken into consideration. But yeah, I'm going to watch out for every trade like that from now on, so and see what happens with like my trades. I'm just trying to gather data that makes sense to me and that is working. So yeah, can go to the next trade. It was on the 10th. These all also almost all of these are just 1 hour. Usually they can be like 1 to 1.5 hour. But yeah. Oh yeah, this trade, yeah. What the fuck? Oh fuck. I was in this other. Let me go back there. Yeah. No. What? Yeah, fuck. Wrong one. 9th, 10th. Yeah. Let's see what was this. Yeah, so we were kind of in this high time frame range, but there was this next draw that we were kind of chopping or trending to. And we had this nice, really big news. Like we had a big data candle. It was in this 15-minute gap and it was retracing. And we were displacing from the news to the draw, like here. Then I played the first 5 minutes because this is a situation where I'd more likely just wouldn't want to take a trade before the 5 minutes. I mean, wait for what the 5 minutes said. It said nothing here. So then I just played with, if I remember, I played with this these 1 minute candles. And right here, I think it's a pretty good trade if you look at it from a far away. Displacement, retrace, and now it's displacing back down to the draw. And I think this was a probable trade. So I took this entry here, put the stops up there somewhere, and take profit here and break even here. Then I played it. This was okay. I was really looking that it can surely weaken into this 1 minute gap, so I was just holding. Okay, now it's in this gap. This now, I was very unsure of this, but it had a fucking trade candle after that. Then I went to here, I went to the 30-second maybe, if I remember, just so it doesn't like, fucking hell. Yeah, here, break even. And then I just played it out. And boom, he had another Drake candle. Oh, I think this maybe this was news and this was. Let's see. Because if that was news, it would be kind of cooked. January 2025. Friday, 10th Friday. Yeah, there was no like high impact news. This was this was an orange folder. It doesn't I don't take into consideration those. And yeah, it really does look like it has much volume from some specific news. But yeah, that was a trade. This was kind of more a higher time frame, but the entry on the lower time frame just from displacement, because technically we're here in this big retrace. Then this displacement just tells me that it wants to take like in this time frame it looks like a retrace and boom, displacement, and there was a draw here and nice internal for a break even. So I took this and yeah, I think this was a good trade. It also could have lost like the other one that I showed because I think it also was a good trade. But now I'm just gathering that data. So yeah, let's go to the next one. Break even on Tuesday. Tuesday is Friday. Maybe I remember this trade. I took this yesterday at like night, so I don't remember that much at the moment, but yeah, what was this? This was kind of like we're expecting 4-hour gaps to the upside, and here's this draw like 4-hour gap. We are in this gap on the daily, but it still was a draw that we were trending to. Sorry about that. Where was I? Yeah, we were still trending to the upside, and just look at this. Like, well, I don't think this counts as a data high because this candle was the really big move, and the next candle wasn't that big of a moving like candle. But you can just see how well this is trending good. We are still in this 1-hour gap, and we're still kind of respecting it at market open. But we also are in this 15-minute, and we're respecting that, and we're respecting this. So now I really think, now if I look at it, I really think I just need a displacement to the upside. So I would enter. What the fuck is this? This is not real. Oh yeah, it bugged for me too. I think last time when I placed that candle. Like, yeah, it wasn't that big. No, wait. Was it this? No. Yeah. Let me tell. I was thinking of entering right here because I already said like the draws just look so good, and I just need some displacement there, and we sweep these lows and then gave a really good like V-shaped flip. So I really wouldn't think that this would be a bad trade. Really honestly, the stop loss with this is kind of tricky, and the take profit if it was this. Let's see, my stop loss for here's this gap. I think this would be a fair place to put the stop loss, because I really don't see it wicking down here before going up, because this is a gap and it shouldn't like push through past it. And oh, this is why it was a break even. Yeah, this is one thing also. I think I put my take profit here rather than the first one. So, well, I'm not even sure if I took this one, but this would be a good trade to take. But I remember this, that I took the I put the take profit here. I put it here and not here because I don't know why. I think it was because I looked and just saw every trade was 1 hour profit. But yeah, and here the break-even point. I'm going to actually have to see where I entered. Oh yeah, I entered there. I entered there. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, this was why it's did I put break even there? No, I shouldn't like. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, but where did I get stop price? Yeah, but okay, yeah. Maybe I just took this. I don't think I should put break even like here still after the first candle, because I think it has potential to move up after this. It can weaken this gap and go still up. So if I play one more here, I really don't like how this rejects like this candle. It has a big wick. Probably here I put break even. Yeah, I think I would put here. Now it's just going up. Does it take this? No, I didn't take that yet. And yeah, here, yeah, here it took me out on break even. I think it is what it is. This trading system has a lot of break evens, and yeah, it just wasn't. Price just didn't want to go there. But I think it was a good trade, and I managed it well with the break even, because when I have these signs, they tell very like it's very specific that what they can tell. And yeah, I was glad I executed it like that. And also like break evening here, it's just way too close to the entry. So it would have been, what the fuck, yeah, it would have been more ideal to enter this candle because it's still displacing like good, and then just put it like this, enter there. Now I have a proper stop loss down here. Then I could place the intern like break even on the internal, and it would have been better. And also, well, this is just me looking at it after, but when we see like taking this draw or some other draws, and like these candles just they look awful, and this failing to take that, and then this next candle closing down here, I really wouldn't be so mad if I closed. No, I would be mad if I closed there, because it's still a trade and it would kind of be probable. But some other like a trade, if we were already floating in profit like at 1 hour, then I definitely would take. If for example, if we was here in this other draw and it does something like this, doesn't want to take it, then goes down a little bit like this, I would just close the trade there in profit. because those are bad signs that it edges it. Sometimes market edges those draws, and you it would be like more safer to just get out there. Oh, distractions. Where was I? I was explaining this break-even trade, right? All right. Well, hopefully I already described the trade. And was that yeah, that was the latest trade I took. How many minutes is this? This is already 25 minutes. I think fuck. What is this? Yeah. I'm going to delete this. Okay. Now I'm going to trade myself normally a little bit more uh, until it's enough for this time, this day. So, yep, here we are. Let's see. I see here's this daily gap. But it could be far away. We're trending up. We're expecting these 4 hours. We're going up. Yeah, I think that was news. That was definitely news. Here is data low. Here is also this draw. I mean, after this like big news move, I already have my draws. I'm really not sure if market will do anything much after this big of a move. I'm just going to skip on the 5-minute for that reason. Why doesn't it? This is a fucking shitty platform. Yeah, well, shit don't work. Alright, there. Now I'm seeing these draws up, having a retrace, having a displacement. Here, this displacement is very good, like even like entering here at this candle would be pretty nice to go. I'm going to obviously take the trade only to the first draw. I'm really not confident in taking trades anyway, like here, because there's such a big like possibility that it wants to go here and fill this like this imbalance. But even though it's retracing, giving nice displacement up to the draws, I'm really like not even sure what I should think of these trades. Maybe I should take the trade and then also take every time I see these kinds of trades and look if they win or lose. So I have more data on that. So I am going to take this trade. But if I enter here, I would low-key be kind of top lasting. And just look at these gaps that it can go to easily. Here's the first draw. Yeah, I cannot enter here. And really, if I'd enter here, I really don't think this would be that confirmed. This is hard. I really should have entered here if I would have. I like this entry here, but now I have skipped so far, so it really doesn't matter. I would have gone break even probably, yeah, on the internal high. Now it's going there, but it would be kind of like lying because I skipped over it. But I really think this entry here would be a good trade because this is the displacement from the retrace. You see this retrace is all choppy and everything. Then these three, 1, 2, 3, boom, it's good. Like I would enter there. Okay, I'm going to do this because I can. I think it's a good trade to take. We already saw where this was going. Now it has a possibility of going into again to this. Like it has already tapped this gap, so I really don't see that much of a reason for it to go back down again. This 5-minute, now I think I should still hold for the internal. Yeah, this is nice. I'm going to go in 30 seconds. Why doesn't it play it? Okay, boom, break even. Nice. Break even, and I'm just going to hold till full take profit. Don't do this to me. All right. Should I trail this or should I not? I don't think it would be that bad to trail. We have already had a big retrace and up. I think it should just flush past through that. I'm going to trail because I just don't want a break even. We're so like high in profit. I really don't see that much of a reason for it to retrace here before going again. I mean, yeah, I'm just going to trail there. Boom, I'm going to put it on here on this gap. Let me see. Oh, I don't have my take profit a little bit down. I really don't want to get edged. Okay, that was kind of like, I was kind of like too nervous about it, but I actually always should put my take profit like 2 or like couple points below it, because sometimes it doesn't fill you in a real market situation at the literal draw, and sometimes it edges it by literally 1 tick. But yeah, okay, now this is showing that this was a good trade, and yeah, I don't see that much wrong with this, except that now I'm gathering. Oh, yeah, I really don't know still if this will be a long term this a good trade, but that's why I'm going to trade. Or and look, okay, let's put this in here. Trade to the trade. Retrace on the gap of the candles and good displacement drops after retracing. Yeah, that's good. So far it's looking okay. Next day, we're kind of slowing down. We came to this gap. Let's see, we will have to see if we hold the gap or not. We're respecting still this gap, maybe. Yeah, this would be one of my draws. This would be the other. This is like almost London low, and that's just, yeah, this is, I really don't like this choppiness right here. I wouldn't enter like probably in the first 5 minutes. So now we're displacing down. Took this internal. Let's see, we also have down here this gap, possibly. It's also at 1 hour low. Yeah, so we have solid draws, we had displacement. Let's see if we can have something now. Okay, I really have to think about it. We are in this gap. I don't like to trade down when we still are in this gap. And 5 minute, 1 minute. Yeah, I'm really not sure if I should take this because higher time frames aren't that confirmed. Lower time frames are. We are displacing their trending. But I've seen so many times that this kind of thing just fakes me out, especially these kinds of retraces. I don't know what it is about it, even though it taps this gap and this is like, I think I should take it and also gather more data on this. So maybe I can in the future when I look back at these trades, I can look which were the losing ones, which had familiarity. Like, I mean, if I'd go break even on the internal, I wouldn't be so mad to taking this. This would be definitely a more high RR trade. What I'm seeing that possibly it could go into this 5 minute gap and even reject this internal low and then just wait here until it goes to the 5 minute until it continues again. I'm going to take it and break even on the internal. Yeah, just like this. Rejects that. Look how close it was to, taking it. And 5 minute is almost about to close. Oh yeah, it just takes me out there. It goes to the 5 minute. Exactly what I was talking about. And yeah, I really don't want to take another trade because it can also lose. But I think nah, there's not even an internal low to go break even. But now this draw is really confirmed, and it probably will go there. Now it's chopping. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I think I really should continue taking these types of trades and just look how many of them lose, how many of them win, and if there's many losing ones, or just maybe a little losing ones, but they're the only one that loses, I think I should stop taking them. Then also this entry I wouldn't like, so there wouldn't be another trade here. Let's see if it wants to go. Yeah, it doesn't want to go to the other draw yet. And this was the day. All right. We are going to take this and say shallow retrace possibility of edging internal low and retracing to a higher time frame gap. Yep, how about that? All right. Next day. I think this method is really the best method to backtest. I think you should only listen to yourself and don't trust anyone else with trading. Trust your own data and gather your own data, do your work. Also, don't get crazy while doing it. You definitely get crazy if you do too much of it. You get emotional and everything when you do this. But my plan just now to gather more data and look at the losing ones, look at the winning ones, what's the difference and all that. Then I'm going to probably test it by stopping, by not taking those losing trades, and then let's see if the win rate will improve, basically. Next day, pretty bullish. Next draws, pretty far away. Pretty good, why is it trending so good? We're going to need a big retrace in order to go back there. Probably will just do nothing the rest of the day. Yeah, we already have this giant move. Then we retraced and shot. Nothing to even look at. This is already 40 minutes of recording. I think it's enough for this video. I'm going to do more of these types of backtesting videos for now because that's what I really need. And yeah, I don't know. See you. Bye.